Guys, I just got home from my trip to Berlin, Germany, and let me just tell you, I had an absolute blast at the Nextcloud Conference 25. In case you missed it, there is a link up here to the vlog that I did about my experience at the event, and I will soon have a write-up on my blog about my experience there as well. You can head over to GardinerBryant.com to check that out. But in the meantime, you're watching this video, which means you're interested in my interview with Frank Karlitcheck, the CEO of Nextcloud. I got to sit down with him and have an on-the-record discussion about Nextcloud and the awesome things that they're doing. Let me just say I'm very impressed with Frank's answers to these questions. It tells me that Nextcloud's on the right path. So let's get into the interview and then we'll talk about it after.
My name is Frank Karlitcheck. I am a founder and CEO of Nextcloud. I'm a developer by heart, but nowadays, of course, do lots of other things like doing this interview here.
And you're really great at what you do. I mean, you've got
Well, it's the team, not me, but yeah.
Of course, yeah. So the first question is actually just congratulations on this event and the release of Nextcloud 25, like the Autumn Edition.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's one feature that you're most excited about?
I don't know, there are many things. I mean, this is like just improving the usability and just making it all like nicer and more intuitive to use is a big focus all the time. We also did like significant performance improvements, which is always good. And yeah, we do a lot of incremental work. We do 3 major releases a year, so it's always like getting better. We don't do these huge steps, but it's always like incrementally improving it.
Absolutely. How's the conference going so far? I heard that there were 300 guests.
Yes, it's going very well. I mean, what's really, for me, it's really a bit mind-blowing because this all started with like 5 people coming together, hacking on things over the weekend. And this was like the first event where I just invited the contributors and we sat together for a weekend eating pizza and working on the code. And this was so much fun. We thought, let's do it again. And next year, 20 people showed up, and then 50 people, and 100 people. And now we have 300 people coming together and working and talking about Nextcloud. And that's really mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun so far. And this morning's talks that I attended were really fascinating too. Yeah. So one of the things that I use the most is obviously the file sharing aspect. But like in terms of applications that you can add on, what are some that you use the most?
Probably Nextcloud Talk.
Yeah.
Chat and video conferencing, it's really like the backbone of the Nextcloud community of our company. We do it not only to communicate, of course, but also share files directly in there and use it to coordinate meetings. And it's really like the Swiss Army knife of collaboration for us.
Yeah, I was super surprised because it had been a while since I had used Nextcloud Talk, and it wasn't the most recent one, but it was another one of your like online conferences, and I was like, wow, this has come so far.
Yeah.
It's very impressive work.
Yeah, it is. It's really, it's also the area that I find the most fascinating because we can innovate there so much. Because we use it like every day, as I said, and also like the team always comes up with new ideas, like, this would be cool, and then, it's really like, it's a fascinating thing to develop.
There's a lot of stigma online about AI. Like, you have like AI slop polluting like search results and whatever.
Yeah.
But also there's a lot of like really great like positive things that AI can contribute to people's workflows and such like that. And I'm curious, like, is that something that you found after you integrated AI into Nextcloud? Has there been pushback from the community?
Yeah, I mean, there are some people who like it. They like that it makes you more productive and makes things easier, and other people don't like it at all. So at Nextcloud, we have the strategy, first of all, to have everything optional. It's actually switched off by default. So you need to really switch it on, install the apps to have the features. And then if you even have it on, you can choose which backend is used. You can say everything is local, or you can use some of the services like ChatGPT, and you really have the choice. And we're also completely transparent, like where the data is going and what's happening in the background. So because of this strategy, we have positive responses because no one is pushed into anything they don't want.
Yeah. So what are some challenges that you face as Nextcloud with convincing like individuals and organizations and even countries to value their digital sovereignty?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of geopolitical things happening at the moment, so a lot of people understand that it's like important to know where the data is and what application is. Don't have this vendor login to some big tech company. So people really understand this nowadays. One big thing that is always a bit of an issue is like the acceptance of the users. If the user interface doesn't look exactly as the know it from somewhere else. For example, in this release, we really made a lot of things similar to other solutions from Microsoft or Google, like same color, similar icon, stuff like that, because people are very skeptical if something looks just a tiny bit different. I mean, there are like IT people like us that don't have a problem finding the right button, but other people are like, oh, the print button is always here, it has to be like that.
Yeah.
And this is like a thing that we're improving with this release.
Yeah, I found if you give someone a different solution with just very vaguely different UI features, you'll get support calls for
Exactly.
It's no good. What's one way that you've seen Nextcloud used by communities around the world in an innovative way?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that organizations like Amnesty International, for example, are using Nextcloud. They're using it for secure collaboration and communication in countries that are not so friendly, for example. That's something I'm really proud of. That's cool. Other innovative ways are maybe that people use it in air-gapped situations, that it's sometimes used disconnected from the internet. This is something that does not work with normal SaaS products. And also, of course, because it's open source, it's highly customizable, right? You can really change everything and then, I don't know, change the look and feel and features, and people are really turning it upside down sometimes.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you.
Thanks a lot.
Inviting me.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, it really seems like Nextcloud gets it, right? I mean, I think a lot of like technically minded engineering style folks are vastly underestimating the importance of the user experience. I mean, when I asked Frank, like, what are some of the biggest hurdles to getting people to value their digital privacy, their digital sovereignty, his answer was about the user experience. And I think so many of us like technical folks really underestimate how important it is to have a good user experience. It's a fairly Sisyphean task to explain to someone who doesn't have a technical background why they should value their data sovereignty or their digital autonomy, right? I mean, his answer to the question was providing a familiar user experience. Because, you know, if someone non-technical comes to Nextcloud and there is friction in their adoption of it, well, they're going to be far more likely to go back to the proprietary solution that doesn't value their privacy. You're going to have a better experience as an end user when you are familiar with the UI. And so I think that is like right on the mark, especially when you consider that if I had asked that question to any number of other open source projects, you're likely to get, oh yeah, we just need to improve the technology. Most people don't understand or care about the technology or the back end or anything like that. What they interact with is the UI, and the UI to most non-technical people is the only thing that matters. And so I find that incredibly reassuring to know that, you know, Nextcloud is on the right path. Improving the user experience is going to be the best way to get people on board with data sovereignty, insofar as they don't care about that, right? You're going to have to leave data sovereignty up to governments and institutions to worry about, and provide a frictionless experience on the user end to get people on board with this. And that gives me a lot of confidence. Once again, thank you so much to Frank and the team, Christoph and Kim and Tom. Everybody that I met at Nextcloud was just incredibly cool. And I am very excited to be able to go back to Berlin and hang out with you guys again. Again, if you haven't seen it, you can check out my vlog up here. And with that said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.